great Smoky Mountain Bronco something Stampede Roundup, whatever you want to call this thing. And we're at the Oracle booth, and we have Mr. Oracle himself, Justin, on here. And literally, this booth was so good that I actually bought something. You'll see at the end of the video. What is Oracle about, man? What can we expect with your company? Out of all the lights that I've seen, you guys seem to be the top pedestal of lights. And why is that?
We're Bronco fans. We had an early Bronco that we had at SEMA a couple of years ago, and we've always just been true enthusiasts when it comes to Broncos. So when Ford announced that we're going to be building something, well, we had a couple teasers come out. We thought the Bronco was coming out a few years ago, and it got pushed a couple of times. But yeah, it's just, we wanted to make sure that we offered a lot of parts that enthusiasts would like. So a lot of the products that we have here, they're more engineered specifically for the Bronco rather than being universal lights that just fit every vehicle that are just may fit a Bronco.
So you have like this light bar on top. What all do y'all do?
Yeah, so the light bar is a great example of really just trying to focus on a Bronco-specific product, because as you can see, it's actually molded to fit the top of the Bronco rather than just being a light bar with brackets that you throw up there. This looks a lot more thought out, less like an afterthought than you would.
Well, it looks factory.
Yeah, well, that's our objective. We wanted this to look factory. It cuts down on wind noise. The light bar's crazy bright, so it works really well. It just really fits with the hardtop. It gives the windshield a little bit of a chopped look, which I like. I think it makes it look way sportier.
Well, it's like a ball cap. Now you get your little bit of a ball cap there.
Someone said it looks like the Lund visors that they used to put on Broncos back in the day. I was like, all right, that's nostalgic. I'll take that. And then the same thing with the mirrors. A lot of people put ditch lights here, which it works, it's functional, but with it integrated into the mirror, it really looks a little bit more like a factory item. And again, we maximize the amount of brightness that you can get out of this, and it's in a perfect position, being right here in the driver's field of view to really kick that light out. So they work well, they're functional, and we think they look great.
And it just replaces the cover. It's almost like a snap kind of on deal, right?
Factory cover snaps off, and then we actually include hardware where this screws on, just because we're adding a little bit extra weight here, and you're wheeling it, and you're really beating on it. We want to make sure that it's not going to be jostled loose. So there is some hardware that goes in, but it's pretty easy. The holes are already there in the factory light. We're just utilizing, additional hardware.
Well, the big item that you got me for was these lights that you're doing, because they look very throwback. The thing. I've seen all kinds of lights. I've seen them with like 15 different LEDs that, they try to get like futuristic. What brought you to be like, just because this is different from what I'm seeing everybody else do?
Sure. Yeah. There are some other options out there in the market, and they, it basically looks like a signature light with a black housing and, multiple projectors. And that, that is certainly something that some people are interested in. But on this particular light, we took a tried and true product that we had for the Jeep and Gladiator Wrangler community, which is our Oculus 9-inch light. This uses a true bi-LED projector, perfect cutoff line, really good light output, great coverage when it comes to actual being able to, putting the light on the road where you need it. We took that same technology that we knew was durable, that had a high level of customer satisfaction, and applied it to the Bronco platform. And just to differentiate ourselves a little bit, we have a more classic looking Bronco turn signal and marker light there.
Yeah, and it doesn't, like the modern goes through it, which is, I like that feature. But this, for some reason, Ford captured the front end of the old Bronco. But that's one thing I thought, I wanted the halo lights when I bought our Bronco. I wanted those halo lights because I think they look great. But I didn't necessarily like the bar going completely through there.
It comes down to personal taste. Personally, I think this has a really nice classic design to it, and then functionally, again, the functionality of it, it works really well. It's very durable, highly reliable, and the light output, you do get a better overall field of view compared to the factory headlights. You're not just swapping them out just for fun. You're swapping out and actually getting a little bit of an upgrade where it comes to light output, as well as just, again, if this is your style, it's a great upgrade. And we offer these in amber as well. So if you want to have that Bronco Raptor look, we can do that. And then we have a switchback version, which has the white daytime running light. And then when you hit the turn signal, so you get both the white daytime running light and the amber switchback halos. So that's an option. And we also have our color shift, color changing lights that'll be coming out closer to SEMA.
Which I've seen that stuff in Jeep community. It's very popular in Jeep community. I'm sure that will trend into Bronco.
Yeah, right now, we see a lot of Broncos looking for more functional lighting and not so much the 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 color.
The street look, yeah,
we're going to offer that as well, just because we know that there are customers out there, and we want to be able to cater to those customers as well. And then something else that's been hugely popular this week is our illuminated letters. So we make these in every letter in the alphabet. So if your Bronco has a name, like of course we did Oracle on here.
Obviously,
but
yes.
we also have Bronco displayed back there in the booth. We make every letter in the alphabet, and we make it in multiple different colors, white and black, and then the LEDs can be either amber or white.
Now, is this as bright as they get? Because I've seen some other manufacturers, it's so bright that you kind of lose its.
Yeah, so there are regulations when it comes to having emblems in the front. Obviously, colors we offer in white and amber, which are both
street legal.
Well, yeah, we're not trying to give legal advice here, but yeah, it's compliant with what FMVSS's requirements are. And then, yeah, there are specificities as far as how bright these can be. So this, I can't speak for anything else that
right. But from what I'm saying is, from what I see here, it gives a nice afterglow, but it's just not like suddenly it's overpowering.
It's not, it's not going to get you in trouble as far as compliance goes.
Right. I'm assuming the company Bronco.
Yes, correct.
How have you enjoyed it?
I drove 11 hours here in this vehicle from Louisiana, and it's on box coilovers, 38-inch nittos. It was surprising how well this rode.
Right.
I mean, it was easy to handle. Everything. It was impressive. The independent front suspension, it definitely feels different than a Jeep.
Well, I want to ask this. So I'm assuming your company probably has a Wrangler of some sort too.
Yeah.
And I know Jeep community is not going to probably like the answer here. If you have to take one on a long trip, just handling wise, which are you choosing?
Yeah, if it's on the highway, I'd have to say the Bronco.
Yeah.
We had the Gladiator out in Moab last year. We did a lot of on-road driving with that. And we haven't had this one off-road in those, situations yet. So I can't speak to it off-road, but I'd say on-road. This does feel a little bit more road-friendly as far as like highway driving.
Right.
But we'll get this off-road maybe next year. Moab
I've done a lot of off-road in ours now. Are they completely what Jeep can do? No. But I think a lot of people, when they drive these things daily, I always say you have to participate in driving a Jeep Wrangler. You don't necessarily, you can relax a little bit with the Broncos. So, well, I appreciate your time here, and where can they find your product?
OracleLights.com.
Man, it was like you, it was that simple, huh? So guys, go check it out. And I had to buy a set, and
You had to get permission. You all know.
I did have to get permission because whose Bronco is it?
It's my Bronco.
It was my Bronco, but now it's yours.
It's my Bronco.
So whether it be two-wheel drive,
four-wheel drive,
it does not matter what you drive. Well, it does today because we're talking Bronco aftermarket parts. And what are you doing?
I'm putting it down because
Don't. Nobody cares. We're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.